Alright, looks like I might actually have to do the video every week or so to be able to explain what the problem is with feminism in today's society, because people don't seem to understand what's really going on. I feel like I can show these videos and people will have absolutely no idea what's wrong with it, and I'll actually agree with the feminist. And that's becoming a problem because, I mean, let's take this whole social experiment. They go out and they ask Japanese men why they prefer supposedly dumb women, and men are saying because it's cuter, or because they want to help a woman to learn things, or in Japanese society, they'd be considered cute if they're dumb, and there's actually something else going on here. These men obviously aren't very intelligent themselves either, because this has never actually been a trend. It's not trendy to be cute in Japan. When people talk about cuteness, they're actually talking about something women started doing of their own volition for no reason. Just like how in Western society, men have preferred robust, thick, healthy women since Roman times, and it's actually women that tried turning that around and changing it into, some super thin, busty hourglass figure, which men have never really ever wanted, and haven't wanted for over 2,000 years. So you're seeing a similar thing in Japan, where women are pretending to be dumb, they're pretending to be cute, and essentially being childish. It's like they don't want to grow up. And because there's so many of them doing this, because there's so many of them acting this way now, it's become the norm. But it's not something men have gone for. It's just something men have grown accustomed to, and are now saying they prefer, because it's the chances of finding any other type of woman in Japan are practically zero.
So, what do you think about the video?
Sad.
Sad.
Insulting.
Insulting.
Okay, so these are supposedly intellectual, educated women, and they have a one-word answer for how they feel about the video, what they think, their impressions. Does that seem right to you? Because that sure as hell doesn't seem right to me. Read, if these women were anywhere even remotely close to as smart as they thought they would be able to talk for hours about what is wrong with that video. Like I could. I've already done about 35 minutes or so of footage on this, and I've redone the video a few times because that's too long. I want to keep it short. I did a 22-minute video, 24-minute video, and a 14-minute video. Deleted them both because they're too long. If these women can't do the same, they're not intelligent. So I want to bust apart the misconception here that Japanese men don't like intelligent women, because Japanese men love intelligent women. Most of these ditzy, cute kind of appearing women, they are actually intelligent. They're being interviewed on the street by that Japanese man Yuta and a few other YouTubers, and they actually have quite thoughtful and insightful answers to being interviewed on the street. The problem is, when it comes to dating, they tend to be ditzy or whatever, or sweet, perhaps I should be saying more. They're excessively sweet, and that is where the divide is coming from. Because feminism teaches women not to be sweet, not to be caring, to cut off their, girly and motherly side of them, and to be more like men. And Japanese men don't like that. They're not tolerating it. They're not having a bar of it. So Japanese that Japan is at an epidemically low proportion of marriage, dating, and reproduction because Japanese women simply refuse to listen to this, which again proves this is not a problem with intelligent women. If they were intelligent, they would already know this. If they were intelligent, they would have figured this out for themselves.
And I think the majority actually do believe with this idea. In Japan, like the custom is like guys need to be strong and girls will just obey them.
Right, but does that actually mean that?
See, even he's picking up on it. He's saying, you know, that's not an answer to my question. This is what I'm actually trying to ask you. Will you answer it, kind of thing.
That girls have to act dumb then?
Right.
But acting dumb kind of like helps guys lead the situation, right? If the girl is dumb, he's gonna be like, oh, you don't know, like, you know, let me help you, you know, let me do this, like, you know, do that for you.
And they will have more confidence in themselves.
That last part's not true. I've already explained this. This is the sweetness kicking in, you know. This is wanting to share a learning experience between partners. That's why Japanese women tend to do this. It's got nothing to do with a man wanting to feel superior. It's got to do with, you know, creating opportunities for couples to become closer together, to bond better. And, I mean, that look on her face just goes to show she's actually the insecure one. You know, she's projecting. She's trying to say that other women are insecure and this is why they behave this way. Well, no, that's not true at all. Other women behave this way because they're trying to bond with their partner. I mean, Japanese men aren't idiots. They're going to see that you're pretending not to know something, and they're going to go, oh, you know, she just wants my attention. You know, she wants to bond. If he genuinely thought she was that legitimately stupid, he wouldn't be leaving her at home to look after children. This is so mind-blowingly simple. I actually cannot believe this has even become a discussion. That takes this to 7 minutes. I'm going to put the video link for this video in the description so you can watch it and you can have a look at it yourself. Hopefully you'll see. I'll add some notes as well, or some other points that I thought were quite ridiculous. But essentially, the whole video is just rife with garbage. Weaponized propaganda where they always try and turn the problem around to be the man's fault. So these women are actually not intelligent. They're feminist Nazis. They're feminazis. That's the problem. And this has become so rampant in Japanese culture that men have stopped getting married because of it. They've stopped dating because of it. They've stopped reproducing with wives they already have who have started acting this way. All in a protest to force women to stop doing this. Because it's not honest. And it will destroy your society. When you create a gender war like this, it destroys society. And unfortunately, what men are doing is exactly what the upper echelon of feminists want. They want to destroy society. Feminism is cultural Marxism. It's about infiltrating the job, like the university lecturer, the professor, the politician, the judge, whatever else, and using that job to undermine society and to flip it so that ultimately they can bring communism along. That's what Marxism is about. That's what he taught. And that's what feminism is. It is a tool of the social Marxist. So unfortunately, MGTOW and these men who are behaving this way in Japan, they're not helping fix the situation. They're helping accelerate the destruction of Japanese society. And MGTOW is here in the West, is helping accelerate the destruction of Western society. If you really want to fix things, if you really want to resolve these issues and these problems, you need to start subscribing and you need to start actually spreading word about these videos and their kind of content. Because obviously I'm going to come across more and more videos like this, and I'm going to get the feeling that I have to deal with it more and more. So drop that like, drop a subscribe, and come back when you see these. I should probably give them a name so that I can do like a series of these. I'll put a playlist up for them and everything, but essentially I guess this means I would actually be an anti-feminist. This would be the turning point, you know, where I am finally convinced enough that I actually have to be an anti-feminist just to defend my culture and my society. And I love women, you know. I have a horrible reputation for being a womanizer, even though I haven't slept with a lot of women. You know, I love women, so I don't want to see them going through this either. And that's what true equality is about. It's not about blaming each other. It's about helping each other.